All right, hey people, Russ Jensen. So it's 7:20 p.m. on the 5th day of January, 2019. Still here in freezing cold Salt Lake City. So I want to talk real quickly today about understanding that we're in the new economy now. Have been for a while, but I don't think what people are really beginning to understand what that means and how quickly it's going to be changing radically from what it is now. But before I do that, I want to welcome a new team member, Barbara Clark. So I want to welcome you to the team, and want to put a shout out to Angelia Jones for sponsoring Barbara Clark, and she's going to do a lot of really fantastic things. Both of those together, those people. So good job. So we're understanding about the new economy, internet, information age, connectivity on this right here, which is going to be even more disruptive technologies happening that we have right now. And Karat is on the leading edge of that. What people have got to understand. You got to understand the true nature of the situation that you find yourself in right now. You're never going to find a better opportunity to acquire inventory in Karat because that's really what it is. The KBC, the KCB coins are actually digitized gold inventory that then is going to be utilized or is required to operate inside their closed ecosystem that they have created with the Karat Pay online wallets and the Karat Bit exchange and the K exchanges for goods and services, gold savings programs. But the digitized gold, the cryptocurrency backed by gold, backed by physical tangible gold, and then the value of that is predicated upon gold production that they're taking out of the ground, creating physical gold that they're depositing now into their banks. They have the world's first fully licensed cryptocurrency bank in the United States, the state of Florida, one of those heavily financially regulated states in the United States, which is one of the most heavily regulated financial centers of the world. People, adds tremendous validity, adds tremendous credibility to what we're talking about. We have got to get super excited about connecting the people that we know, people that we don't know, with the information about this fantastic opportunity, because it's going to be gone quickly. July 2019, Gold Independence Day was declared by Herald Sites, where 100 KBC coins are going to be the equivalent of 1 gram of gold. So that's about 48 cents a coin. We're getting right now for 2 or 3 cents. And that's fantastic, but it's not nearly as good as what it was last year. We're getting for a quarter of a penny. Buying as many as we can possibly get. And that's what you should be doing. That's the thing. The message you need to be taking to your friends and family is that the opportunity to position themselves with a valid company, protect themselves financially for what's coming, 28, 29, 30 trillion dollars of fictional debt created by the monetary system that has been forced upon us over the last 100 plus years, people, is coming to an end. They've already been moving away from cash for a long time. Digital online banking, digital online purchases is a standard. It's everyday practice now for people. It's accepted. All we're doing now is replacing the means of exchange, something of true value that's always been the true currency on this planet. Gold's always been the currency. Even though you've been told that it's not the currency, it always has been. Your central banks have done it for decades. Gold has appreciated over paper currencies, stock indices, traditional investments year over year for decades. Why do you think that is? Because what? The banks give you a couple percent. They take your money, go buy gold at 10% returns or more. So the nature of the economy, the nature of monetary flows on this planet is changing rapidly. It has to, in order for us to survive. Those people that are prepared, that are positioned, that are taking advantage of the paradigm shift that's happening, the trend now that's beginning to make its appearance in the mainstream, are going to profit handsomely, going to benefit tremendously. And that's why we have to honor our duty and obligation we have to our fellow men and women, our friends, our family, associates, people that we don't know even. We've got to get them involved. We've got to get them informed. They've got to get on the gold ark. The flood's coming, people. And even if it's not coming like that in an apocalyptic kind of way, just the sheer fact of being able to buy assets, purchase assets, buy inventory at a lower rate today with a relatively certain expectation of a higher value for that in the next coming months and years based upon real world, accepted, traditional business forecasting, mining production of a tangible physical asset that actually is backing or providing the true value now for these cryptocurrencies. And it's really not even a cryptocurrency. That's a label that's put on to it as the process that's involved. You want to cash out of those things, you can get tangible physical gold. The company will send you gold. Physical gold you can hold in your hand. You can take it down and get it assayed as far as the quality. 99.99, 24 karat. So that's what this becomes about. Now, understanding, we live in a world now based on connections and networking. So I'm going to put a little short video, at least part of one, at the end of this about that very thing, the new connecting economy. So, love everybody. Congratulations on Halia. Congratulations, Barbara Clark. Welcome to the team. And in the next coming days and weeks, we're going to begin our podcast on the CryptoCoinInfo.net, a news source. We're also going to be talking to people about how to utilize all these various fantastic tools that we have before the opportunities are gone. Facebook and Twitter and Tumblr and LinkedIn and WebTalk and Free Talk 24, and there's the thousands and thousands of platforms, and how we can begin to create content to create branding, because we're going to be branding now the Success Group approach to Karat bars and the Success Group approach to building a substantial network of individuals utilizing gold as the exchange mechanism for transacting for goods and services around the entire planet. We're going to talk about how we're going to be bringing major businesses online, major businesses offline, major businesses in your town, how we can begin to go out and promote this whole concept, because if we can help a business owner add a few percent to their bottom line, okay, that's huge, and we can do that. We know how to we know how to do that. We know how to show you how you can present that, and that's where our next focus is going to be on going forward, is the B2B portion of things. So, love everybody, and come back and talk to you tomorrow. Have a great night.
Specifically, obedient factory workers. The solution to this economic dilemma? It was an experiment of sorts. It hadn't been done before, until someone thought of it. Mandatory public school. Unfortunately, the initial purpose of the United States public school system was not to inspire children or generate scholars. And it wasn't created for dreamers, people who color outside the lines, break the rules, and challenge the status quo. The public school system of the early 1900s was invented to create a nation full of adults who would obediently do their jobs in the factory assembly lines. Teaching kids to sit in straight rows and scheduling the entire day with the ringing of bells wasn't by chance. Punishing those who didn't conform was purposeful. these were the skills they would need to join the labor force. Intentional or not, this early method of turning dreamers into workers was an investment in the nation's economic future. And it worked. This then led to several generations of productive, fully employed workers. But it isn't working anymore. Why? Our economy has changed. We don't live in an industrialized economy anymore. We live in a connected economy. Right now, there are more users on Facebook than there were people on the planet 200 years ago. Technology has made it possible for us to connect with people, ideas, and information from anywhere in the world instantaneously. And as a result, our economies have expanded from localized towns and communities to the entire world. We have globalized trade in nearly every way. In the past, the obedient, do-what-you're-told without question people were rewarded for working hard and putting their dreams aside in order to toe the line. They were given well-paying jobs that led to long-term careers. They were guaranteed pensions, benefits, and the promise that they would always be taken care of. And they were. But that promise is gone for most of us today. Even if you have a white-collar job, the majority of white-collar workers are still working in a factory. Instead of operating a sewing machine or welding a widget, they now push pencils, type on keyboards, or process paperwork. It's still factory work because the entire focus of the day is spent on increasing productivity, which leaves little room for creativity, spontaneity, or individuality. The educated, hard-working masses are still doing what they're told, but they're no longer getting what they deserve. Even if you do everything you are told to do today, graduate from high school, go to college, get a degree, work hard in whatever job you can find, if you're lucky enough to find one, you're not guaranteed anything. Companies are being forced to change or die right now. Layoffs happen much more often than job openings appear, and the highest paying jobs are disappearing or heading overseas at an alarming rate. If you have a job where your boss tells you exactly what to do, he or she will always find someone cheaper than you to do it. Did you know that the average length of a job today is about 4.5 years? Contrast that to the 1960s when it was 40 years. The connected economy rewards a different group of people. It rewards the people who see things differently, who don't conform, people who have ideas that no one else has, people who are willing to work hard but know that the old way of doing things is broken. The connected economy rewards you not for being a cog in the wheel of life, but for standing up and reaching out. The connected economy rewards the connectors. Whether it's connecting a person to a person, a business to a business to a product, or a product to a person, those who learn how to connect are the ones who will survive and excel in the connected economy. That is how the world has changed. It's not about to change, it already has. Things are different now, and they're not going back to the way they used to be. Look at Facebook. What's their product? It's you. Your network, your information, your ideas, they all have value. Does Facebook pay you for the money they make selling your information to advertisers? No. But we still use it because we have an innate desire to connect with people. In fact, neuroscientists have found that we are actually hardwired to connect with each other. Some people know how to leverage this innate ability in today's economy, but most don't. And because they don't know how to do it, most of them are paralyzed with fear, resisting the shift, despite clear indications telling them it's time to change. In 1917, a group of people performed an experiment that forever changed the way that we earned a living. The world today is facing another huge problem. We're facing a shortage of our own. Not a shortage of factory workers or consumers. The world has enough of those. We have a shortage today of dreamers and connectors. And so, we're holding our own little experiment. and you happen to be the subject of it. This 8-minute presentation was specifically designed to seek out and find the connectors around us. Those who recognize that we are on the brink of the next economic revolution, who are ready to thrive in the connected economy, and who are searching for the best way to do it. The internet and technology are rapidly changing the way that we do everything today, including how we make a living. It's not too late to embrace the change and find a way to make yourself relevant and profitable in our brave new world. And that's why we've invited you here today. We've created something that rewards you for connecting. It pays you for bringing people together behind a cause, product, or idea. And we have systematized it and made it so that you can do it from anywhere with anyone at any time. If you are passionate about helping people, if you are passionate about changing lives, if you want to position yourself to be a capitalizing force within the connected revolution instead of just a bystander, let's start now.